We're on day 5 of our cross-country bourbon road trip. We are stopping in Rochester, Minnesota. So we're gonna check Minnesota off the list. I don't know much about the scene here in Minnesota, so we just randomly picked a few liquor stores. We're gonna go check them out. Number 1, Woody's Liquors. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Oh, not too bad.
For you?
I've got a little YouTube channel where we just shoot bourbon hunting videos. So we're just driving cross country, stopping at liquor stores, checking out the bourbon selection.
Sure.
The internet said you had a good selection. Is that true?
If you're looking for Buffalo Trace and Blantons and stuff, ain't gonna happen.
We're looking for something interesting. It doesn't like.
Yeah, no, I've got
if we find those, that's wonderful.
Right.
But that's like.
No, I got Penelope, some Boondocks, different stuff that I try to keep around.
No, we're having to be selective though. We're on day 5 of a 16-day road trip, and I'm running out of space already.
All right.
We're 24 bottles in so far in like 5 days, so having to be selective. Anything really interesting over here? What's your favorite?
My favorite is this guy.
Keeper's Heart, single malt. Yeah, I'm not. I can't do the malt stuff though. So you're a malt. You're a single malt. I'm assuming like
that's a 10-year. That is so ridiculously smooth and flavorful. It's not even funny.
Okay.
But it's not the sweet that you get out of a bourbon. I deal in this level.
Okay.
Russell's 10 is.
Oh, that's a really good one.
Oh yeah.
We typically like a little more proof than that. So like the Russell single barrels.
I've got the Elijah Craig.
The barrel proof.
Barrel proof.
Which one is that?
This one here, the Penelope barrel proof.
That's my favorite bottle of Penelope there, but we have that one.
It's good.
I have like 5 or 6 of these already, so they're getting easier and easier to find.
Yeah.
I think Elijah Craig's putting a lot of those out. McKenna 10, that's a nice bottle. Another one that got really, really hard for a while.
Jamesy pepper.
You like the peppers?
Oh,
we just bought one of those.
I love the rye.
Okay.
The rye is one of my absolute go-tos. We have one speakeasy in town.
Okay.
And the guy's a wizard with it. He puts that in his signature cocktails. Now, I don't have that much crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I think I have a pretty nice broad selection for a little store.
What is the Medley Brothers?
The same guys as like Wathans. So it's the Medley Brothers. It's realistically just a bourbon that's made out of the, whatever the Indiana one.
MGP?
MGP. But it's their concoction that they then blend in Chicago.
Oh, understand.
Like Jepson's is from.
That's Malort. Is that those guys? Okay. We're going to do a Chicago hunt at some point. I'll probably save that one for there.
Yeah.
And you say Medley's from that same area?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. I don't know. Bottle in Fairfield. That's it. In California. But the Medley brothers are just an old group of. Family stuff.
So do you ever get any allocated stuff?
Hardly ever.
Now, is that just like a regional thing? Is that everybody around here?
It's pretty much everybody around
here.
Okay. It's almost all of Minnesota. Then the sources go to either extremely high volume people where they buy all kinds of stuff and then get a case of that. Andy's Liquor does typically a barrel of Buffalo Trace every year.
So there's an Andy's Liquor and a Woody's Liquor.
Andy's
are all
is a
of
chain
them
of 5.
Are all of them Toy Story themed? Is there like a Buzz Lightyear liquor? It wasn't a funny joke.
Andy's is a large chain. Apollo is a large chain in town. Those guys sometimes will get allocated liquors.
But it's even kind of slim pickings for them.
Yeah. It's hard to find stuff on the shelf around here.
Begging for something. Need some attention.
I'm a treat. That's Cabernet.
Well, I appreciate the info, man.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you. What was your name?
Bob.
Bob. Nice to meet you, Bob.
Nice to meet you as well.
Any particular liquor stores in town where I might find something interesting? And like I said, it's not necessarily allocated stuff. I'm just looking for something I've never seen.
What would you say? Andy's Crossroads?
Yeah, that'd be your best bet to find something.
Okay.
And there's a store in Owatonna that does ridiculously high Firehouse Liquors. They do ridiculously high priced whiskeys.
Okay, so they just got them all marked up.
No.
Okay.
It's like the stuff that I would never even think about trying to sell.
Yeah.
They have loads of it.
He's got a lot of different stuff there.
Yeah.
Tiny little store. You head that way?
I'm headed towards Sioux Falls.
Yeah, so that's that way.
It's that way?
Yeah.
So what's the name of the store?
Firehouse. Maybe you could find some stuff. They have a case at Hyvee that's locked up.
Okay.
But I don't know what's there.
Can I get a pet?
Sure.
No, we're okay? We good?
Oh, yeah.
We like strangers. So we're going to have to remember all of those places. I'm terrible at remembering this thing. So Hyvee, Andy's Crossroads, Firehouse on down the street a little ways. So see which one's the closest. Let's head to that one next. I'm always looking for new things to watch while I'm bourbon hunting and hopping from hotel to hotel. But I'm tired of the mindless entertainment I usually find. I want to learn and be entertained. And that's why I'm glad I found CuriosityStream. CuriosityStream has tons of award-winning and original documentaries and shows you can't find on any other streaming platform. They've got stuff about science, history, and technology. There's always something new to watch, and they've got apps for all of my favorite devices, so it's easy for me to watch on my phone on the road or on the TV at home. With plans that start under $5 a month, you get thousands of hours of high-quality educational documentaries and series that focus on topics like science and history. And they're perfect for viewers like the B Team that want to learn a little something while also being entertained. They have monthly and annual plans available, so you can find the one that works best for your budget. Now, y'all know I'm a car guy, so recently I've been watching Find Me a Classic, which is a series about a guy named Matt Watson that's been tracking down classic cars around the world. I mean, it's kind of like bourbon hunting, but for cars, and you know I love both of those. Go to curiositystream.com/Brewzle or scan the QR code on your screen right now to get unlimited access to the world's top documentary and nonfiction series. And just for the B Team, you can use promo code Brewzle and save 25% off. So click the link below or go to curiositystream.com/Brewzle and save 25% right now. Let's get back to the video. Quick pit stop here at Starbucks in Rochester, Minnesota to try to get the Starbucks mugs. And this is the third Starbucks we have been to. No mugs whatsoever. I don't know if Starbucks is phasing out the mugs, but they're getting really difficult to come by. So we did not get one in Wisconsin, and it does not look like we're gonna get one in Minnesota either. Luckily, y'all have helped us out with the Kentucky and the New York ones. Now, we only want ones where we've been to that state. They're getting dry. Like, what's up, Starbucks? What's going on? Are we de-emphasizing this program? Because this is harder than finding good bourbon. Hopefully, Jill won't make me stop at every Starbucks we pass, because that's gonna make the trip even longer with me stopping at every liquor store we pass. But let's get to the next store. When you ask for a recommendation and somebody gives it to you, it's usually a good idea to take it. So here we are at Andy's Liquor. Knob Creek 9, Private Barrel Elijah Craig, 10 years old and 113 proof. We did just pick some of those up, those 2XOs, Rittenhouse Private Barrels. Give y'all a little view of the Irish whiskey section here. See if any of those are ones I should have got. Brandy fans, here we go, here's some whiskey. Not sure about that Flintlock. This is my favorite bottle of Penelope right here. This 4-grain cash strength. It's good stuff. More J. Henry. Minnesota 14 double oaked. What is this? Aged in fine oak barrels. That is mighty, mighty light. Mighty light. I'm gonna assume it's mighty young. 3-year-old straight bourbon. Tattersall Douglas Todd. All right, I'm not seeing a whole lot here. I'm not seeing a lot in Minnesota at all that has really got me to want to try it. What is this? $14 cabin steel right here? Oh, it's got natural flavors. No. Look around, see if we see any barrel picks that they got. Hot bullet stuff over there. Here we go. Here's the allocated case. Some Doc Swinson's. I'm sure somebody wants that Redbreast 27 right there. $600. I'm just not that guy. There's y'all some scotches. A whole bunch of Willet green tops over here. Usually these are gonna be 4 years old. Doesn't have the year on them anymore, does it? Well, they used to say 4 years. Oh, no, there it is right there. 4 years old. Thought they were written on there. $70 for those. Here we go. That's what we talk about. Four Roses, barrel strength, single barrel, 49-H1. That is a tier 4, $109 though. OESO, 10-year-old. Teasing me with that one. I don't know. We bought a lot of Four Roses single barrels lately. We also got an Old Forester single barrel proof. Andy's 2023 selection right here. I swear I got like 3 of those at the house. Another Knob Creek right here. So those 3 are excellent bottles. Like if you haven't tried an Old Forester single barrel strength or a Knob Creek 120 proof or Four Roses single barrel strength, exceptional bottles. I'm being selective. I have multiple bottles of all of those at home, so I'm probably going to pass on them. You know, Knob Creek is a deal at $56, I think. I mean, it's at least that good. I don't know what they go for normally, but I'd be a very disciplined. The discipline's hard. I'm gonna be honest, it's hard. Highland Park 12 and some Westland single malt. We're just gonna make sure we look around and don't miss anything. Like these little end cap displays are really easy to just. You take a wrong turn, you breeze right by those, you don't see them, you don't buy them. A bourbon barrel aged pumpkin ale. $30 for this one bottle of bourbon barrel aged pumpkin ale from 2022. So it's been sitting here for over a year. 10% alcohol by volume. I got to try. Why not? This is a Dragon's milk, big old Dragon's milk. I've had some of those though. We've done reviews of those. I was looking for those Goose Islands. Don't see any of those, but we'll try this guy. You ever had any of this nonsense right here?
No, I did not.
$30 beer.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm crazy for buying it, maybe. How do y'all handle your allocated bourbons?
Just we ask if we got any, and if we got any, we get them for you.
Have you got any?
Buffalo Trace is the only thing we really got back there. I suppose you've had plenty of that.
Yeah, it's not a store pick. It's just regular old
Just
Buffalo
regular,
Trace.
yeah. I think I might have a Russell's 13. No, I do not.
Don't have it? That E.H. Taylor spoken for?
Yeah, that is unfortunately. They didn't put the lockup, did they?
I didn't see it in the lockup, but I didn't.
Right, wasn't really looking either.
Wasn't looking for it in particular. Notice it's behind something.
No,
Must have sold them, huh?
yeah, I think so, unfortunately.
Well, that's the luck of the hunt. Oh, I thought we had scored when he said he had a Russell's Reserve 13. Lord have mercy. I could use a backup bottle of that, especially I like the new releases better than the 2, which is the one I have. Thought we'd scored, but such is life. On to store number 3. I don't remember the name of it, but we'll find it here in just a second. Stop number 3, Hyvee Wine and Spirits. There's your Scotch and Irish sections that I know nothing about. Not a huge selection of Scotch and Irish here. And some Yellowstone over here. Another single barrel Knob Creek 920 proof. Really was expecting the closer we get out west, the more of this rarer high west stuff we'd find. I can get this back home now. Harmony, Minnesota. It's a cool label. Not seeing a whole lot here. Not seeing any barrel picks out. We're gonna see if they have like a case for their allocated or hard to find stuff or something. Looks like there might be a glass case on that side of the store over there. These are not case bourbons here. You don't need to lock those up. If you lock up your Basil Hayden's, you might be trying too hard. Garrison Single Brothers. Those are Innkeeper's blends, which we already have. Honestly, might be one of the better prices I've seen on the Johnny Walker Blue. I don't usually look at the price of it, but another 4-year Willet. J.D. Carter. Don't know what that is. Penelope's down there. Keep hoping to just stumble on a Rio, but I know it's not going to happen. Like they got some barrel picks hiding over here. Bib and Tuckers, Clyde Mays. Always a good idea to check the clearance bin there. There's a few nice bottles that if I were back home, I'd probably take, like the Clyde Mays. I might take it. I don't know. I don't know what the price of those are. Like we got to get the app going so I can start documenting the price of stuff so I know when I'm out and about. I kind of know the price of the allocated stuff I'm looking for, but I don't always remember the price of all the normal shelf stuff. I'm gonna get that app going. We're working on it. It's gonna take a while though. And we probably should have asked them about allocated stuff up front, but it's all right. We're just gonna keep rolling. Bob at Andy's really sold this next place, which is about 20 minutes down the road in another town. So we're gonna hit the road. We do have a long way to go to get to Sioux Falls tonight. I'm gonna try to do some bourbon hunting in Sioux Falls tonight as well. So let's get on the road. Let's get on to this next door. All right, we're going to test Bob's theory, and we have come over to Firehouse Liquors in Owatonna, which was actually about 45 minutes away from where we started. And the sign says Firehouse Liquor off sale. It's not on sale. It's gonna be full price, but we are in Owatonna. OWA. If we find some OY, it's gonna be fate. I feel like we're gonna see some OY in here, but it's off sale, so it might be pricey. Let's find out. Hey, how's it going?
Find anything?
Well, I've got a YouTube channel where we do bourbon hunting videos.
Okay.
And we are just driving across the country. We had to get to Utah, so we were filming some bourbon hunting videos. We were over in Rochester, and somebody said this was the place. If you're looking for bourbon in the area, this is where to come. So I thought we'd come check it out and see what we find. I'm not looking for anything in particular, but anything interesting. You know, local stuff. We tend to buy a lot of bottling bonds. Obviously, if we find allocated stuff, that's fun too. Anything here that's like a really good gem.
There's a distillery up in Faribault that just started doing their own bourbons.
Is it good?
10,000 drops. I am not a bourbon drinker.
Don't really know.
Drinker.
It looks mighty dark though for a first release. Single barrel. Oh, look at there. Distiller Select Sagamore. Straight rye whiskey finished in tequila barrels. I don't think I want that. Me and tequila don't get along. Cutwater Devil Share. Scotch stuff. Looks like there's more bourbons hiding back here. Willet 4-year. Well, that's interesting. Rye whiskey finished in French Barrique, Detroit. Never seen anything like that before. Few Immortal Rye. Doc Swinson's hanging out down there on the bottom. Doc Swinson's bottled in bond. Rye though, it's a rye. Could be good though. Great selection though. A lot of bottles I've never seen. Like I wished I knew more about them. Somebody's gonna be mad at me for not buying some of these, I can tell you. We go bourbon hunting a lot. This is probably the most bottles I've seen in a while that I don't know anything about. More Doc Swinson's. Sherry cask finish. All the good stuff hiding back there.
Price point's usually above $100. Back here, you buy a clearance bottle, you have the opportunity to buy one of those.
You buy a clearance bottle and you've got a chance to buy an Elijah Craig Toasted, Barrel Proof, Larceny, Peerless. What is that? That's the Double Rye High West back there. What is that Cream of Kentucky? 13-year single barrel?
7.5 year single barrel.
Oh, 7.5-year single barrel. Okay, bottled in bond, straight rye whiskey. What are the two with the black tops to the right of those? Can't see. Oh, those are the Swensons. I think you got a couple of those sitting out here. Straight bourbon finished in Charentis, I think. I don't even know how to say that. What a Charentis cask is. And then it looks like some sort of 1792 over there. Is that
Small batch.
Small batch, okay. So much to look at. How do y'all typically handle allocated stuff? Do you just put it out, keep it back here? Does it, you have like a loyalty program?
That would be a question for the owner. The way he explained, some of those back there are tougher to find than others.
Yeah.
And allocated stuff, he said that's out on the shelf. I don't know what's allocated and what's not.
Make sure I didn't miss something I just absolutely have to buy here. Never Sink Select. Finished in apple aperitif cask. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Yes, sir. Look at there, an entire bourbon hunting video, and we only bought one bottle of beer. That's a first, but we got to be selective. They did have a great selection there, and I was tempted to buy a few of those things, but it was a lot of, like, I'm sure small distillery stuff, source things that I'd never heard of, but some interesting stuff. We're trying to be super selective, but I guarantee you there's something back there that we should have bought. Y'all are going to let me know in the comments what that was. Probably that Doc Swenson bonded rye. But with ryes, I usually wait until somebody tells me they're good or I have a sample of somebody else's bottle before I go buy those. I take more flyers on bourbon for some reason or another, even though that has burned me a lot here lately. This beer we bought, this barrel-aged pumpkin beer that's like $30 freaking. We're gonna try that in the live stream that's coming up Monday, so be sure to look out for that. I'm sure we'll have some other bottles to drink there too. We're not just gonna sit around and sip a beer the whole live stream. We are on our way to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where I'm gonna do more bourbon hunting tonight there. That video will be coming out soon.